Okay, end of day one. Man, that was a crazy day. I had very little to do, but didn't want to leave because I wanted to see what they were doing and also try and get as much information across as possible because it was quite difficult getting accurate translation. Here's my totally trashed tile roof and sky. So the assistant worker talks a lot, drinks a lot, drinking wine all day. His special coffee, he said. And this was all sort of really old manure and stuff in here. I just wanted it left. I wanted it to be part of the floor. And he was like, no, I'm clearing it, I'm clearing it, I'm clearing it. Concrete. And I'm like, no fucking concrete in the floor of this room. It's going to be a cob floor. Kept filling the wheelbarrows up, talking about concrete. Slightly stressful. But all my beautiful manure has been taken out of here and the tiles smashed up as they were dropped, and all the ones that were intact have been kept. So a lot of this will go to, will be broken down into smaller pieces and used in the track because the road needs a few gaps filling, and so that's what will happen here with that. And the concrete rubble will actually go behind the house where I'm going to build it up a little bit to make it level, so hopefully that will all be used too. Oh, I have to get under the scaffolding. This is all the timber that came out. Now, I wanted to keep the beams that were fine, and quite a few of them are fine. Some of them have woodworms, some of them have termites. And then he was just chainsawing some up to make the forms for the ring beam. That was also quite traumatic. But, you know, I tried to stay patient with it all and just go, whatever, I'll have a roof. I've had to take down some of my beautiful corner. I'm hoping that the rest doesn't get trashed. I think this is the only day that we're going to have rain. It might be concrete splattered. So yeah, I might try and take all that down again tonight. That's where my window's going to be. It's certainly very lovely having so much light in here. So weird. And at least there's no sawdust from woodworm coming down anymore. I'm hoping to keep this wall as it is, and they're going to put a doorway in there so that the two rooms are adjoining. I hope that's going to happen. It might not, because the granite on the other side is one huge granite boulder that might take hours and hours to break through. So I was also wondering about just making a hole that's like, or an oval that's big enough to sort of climb through, but it might get really annoying. So I'm not sure about this yet. This is the nicest, flattest wall. On the other side, it's really, really lumpy, as in huge granite boulders sticking out. You may have noticed that in the earlier bit of the video. My beautiful apple tree being quiet and beautiful throughout the whole build, or unbuild, as this is turning out to be right now. They've been putting the forms up on the top. Julia's been doing that. Just knocking holes in the concrete block and putting these ginormous clamps in place. Scarily easy to put a hole in concrete block, as all my lizards know. And that's going to be concrete, sadly, but needs must. I would love to get them just to work with lime for me, but it just doesn't seem as though it's going to happen. I'm going to have to use lime myself afterwards. They wanted to get rid of my door. I love my door. Marco was taking the mickey out of me. He thought it should be thrown away, but I love it. It's the best bit of that room. My window's over there ready to go in. And we took the asbestos off the roof, and that is now buried under that beautiful, beautiful compost, which I could have used for my floor. I could have used for a garden, And then I figured, no, because it's going to be able to, I'm just going to scatter lots of seeds in there, and that will become a wildlife area and habitat pile, and the asbestos is buried on my land and it's not going anywhere else. I didn't want it to be dumped on somebody else's land, and that's what they do here. So it stays with me and stays as a habitat pile. This is the back of the building. So yeah, that's the end of day one, and they pumped out the well to fill up the IBC tank. And it was great because Marco was here so he could help with the engine, and it was great that Vlad was here because he helped when the chainsaw broke. So it was a really great team today. I don't know how long Vlad can work on the build without going totally insane, because the other guy talks non-stop. I had to hide away for a little while. And I don't know how long I should be here either, because I think if I'm here, then I just want to keep getting them to do the things that I want to do. And I'm not sure if that's going to work very well. I might just have to let Julio get on with it. Control freakery.